Okay, we're gonna learn how to create another slider that goes underneath this one that will display your three logos that you see down here, along with the Honoring English River Outfitters a button there so people can click on it and go to their website. So the first thing we need to do is create the actual slider. And I'm gonna write down these instructions as well. And so first what you want to do is log on to your website and then go to your Revolution slider here. So go to Revolution slider. Okay, so then after that you want to create a new slider. And you only have to do this once per new slider that you do. So you go and create the new slider, and we're going to name it Outfitters. And the alias, you can do the same thing as the title to make it less confusing. Now for the slider layout, since it's going to be on the sidebar, just like the one you see here, we want the dimensions to be the same. And the slider layout here is 218 by 215. So the slider, so select auto responsive, and then grid width is 218, grid height is 215. Okay. And then you can go after you create the let's scooch this over so you can see it. After you create that, you can play around with some of the settings here. Position, appearance, you don't really have to change too much of this. For example, that shadow you see under here, you can change the shadow type. Either to 2 or 3 is really a really dark shadow and 1 is barely any shadow, or you can just do no shadow, whichever way. I'll stick it at 1 right now. And then you can also change the background color, and I'm actually going to do that. Just change it to white since all of your logos are white as well. I'm just going to do okay. And then navigation here, you can see there's navigation arrows here. You can either just decide to have them or you don't need them. And after that, you could just play around with these settings to make it look exactly how you want. But after that, after you make all those changes that you want, you're going to click Create Slider. And you can see it created it for you. So after you create the slider, you want to create the slides. So you whatever slide you want or slider you want to add a slide to, you just click Edit Slides right here. And then you can see there's no slides in the slider, so you want to add a slide. So oops, click. So we're going to add a slide with no background, so we're going to click Add New Transparent Slide. And after that, you want to edit the slide. And what we want to do here is add a button. I'm going to add a button that's similar to here on that slide. No, actually, first we're going to add the image. So you just go and click Add Layer Image, and you select whatever image you'd like to add. As you can see, the background is transparent. We want to change that and make that a solid white background. So you want to move this inner arrow out to the white. So after you added the image layer, you just want to move the image to wherever you want, whatever looks best within the slide. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is add a button. And how to do that is you just go and click Add Layer. And then Insert Button in the text HTML area. And this one we'll do a blue button. And you can see there's a code here, and where the text is where that blue button text is. So we're going to go and delete that and type in the text you want. Okay, and then you're going to want to move that so it fits into the box here. Now you see that this button has the option to click, and what we want to do is have it click and go to the English River Outfitters website. So we're going to go to the English River Outfitters and select the URL, copy it, and then between and then to add the link to that, you want to do it in between these two the two apostrophes there. So you want to highlight it where it says JavaScript alert, click, and then paste your link there. Okay. So there you have your slide with the image and your button here. And you want to make sure that you update the slide by clicking update slide. And there you have your first slide. Now what we're going to do is add that slide down here. So in order to add, you want to go to Appearance and then Widgets. And then you can see under the right column, there you can see it has the revolution slider and your three images, and you can tell that this is the column you want to add it to, because you can look and see there's your slider and there's three images there. So what you do you want to add the revolution slider widget to the right column. So scroll down until you see Revolution Slider. And you want to scroll up and put it right underneath the other one here. And then you choose the slider. We're going to do the Outfitter slider and click Save. And then to make sure it works, go back to your website and refresh the page. And there you go. You see that it added your slide here. And it's right underneath the other one like you wanted. So, and there's your slide. I've noticed that you want to add your your two other ones here, and you also want to take out them after you add them to this slider. So if you want to take something out, you just go to the right column, and you can actually just open that up and click delete here. So if you go back, you'll see that it deleted one of the two, or one of the three here. So I'm going to add one more slide just to show you, just so you remember how this is done. Okay, so we're going to add one more slide. So you go back to your Revolution slider here, and we're going to start with these instructions. So we're going to click Edit Slide, and then a new transparent slide, and click Edit Slide here. We're going to do that solid background again. We're going to make that white. Add a layer. Oops, sorry, wrong layer. We're actually going to delete that layer. We're going to add the image layer first. So play around with that until it looks good. And then add layer here. Insert button. We'll make it a green button this time. And then where it says green button, do honoring English River Outfitters. And then we're going to do that same thing. We're going to insert that link where it says the JavaScript click thing here. And then move this so you can read all of that. And you can also put this at the bottom and put your image at the top here. It's whatever you find looks the best. So we're going to click Update Slide. And then we're going to make sure that worked in here. And there you go. You can see that we added the slide, added the button here. Oops. Don't know why that didn't save here. Sorry about that. So if you click on this, it should go to your English River Outfitters here. And there you go. That's how you add slides to your slider.